adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. Starring the jetty Jerry O'Lace, Rocket J. Squirrel, and his pal, Bullwinkle the Moose.
Hi, glad to see you again.
Likewise.
We got some great things on the show today.
Like what? Like what?
Well, you ought to know, Bullwinkle. You're in some of them.
Well, let's get started.
Well, last time you remember, Boris Badenov had got hold of the Kerward Derby, whose wearer becomes the smartest man on earth.
At last the world is mine!
But there was one other claimant for the diabolical Derby in the person of Fearless Leader. He had the drop on Boris until Natasha crept up behind him and...
Oh!
But as the two villains pummeled each other furiously, one of them happened to kick the Kerwood Derby, and unbeknownst to them, it rolled blithely downhill to where our friend sat dejectedly trying to get results from a bogus bowler.
You sure you don't feel smart, Bullwinkle?
Ask me something.
Okay. How many states in the United States?
I mean something easy.
Spell Mississippi.
Let's see. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-S-S.
Oh, Bullwinkle.
It's a long river, you know.
Something's wrong with your magic hat.
Oh, if Rocky only knew, for Boris had switched derbies with Bullwinkle and given him one that contained a small but effective time bomb.
Doesn't the hat say anything to you at all?
Just tick, tick, tick.
Well, that's no help.
Sure not.
But at that moment, the real Kerwood Derby rolled past them. In a twinkling, Rocky had caught up with a hopping headpiece and brought it back to Bullwinkle.
Try me now, Rock.
What's the longest word in the English language?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism. What else?
That's it!
On the other hand, the longest word in Latin is honorificabilitudinatatibus.
Wow! You better take it off, Bullwinkle.
How come?
Your head's beginning to smoke again.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we don't need this one anymore.
And Rocky lightly tossed away the bomb-filled bowler. By chance, it skimmed through the air and landed right at the feet of Natasha Fatal.
I wear the derby.
No, I wear the derby.
Natasha, are you a loyal Pennsylvanian?
You know it, fearless leader.
Then your duty is clear.
Naturally, darling.
And Natasha picked up a nearby tree branch and clouted Fearless Leader.
Honey bun, you did it. But I thought you were loyal Pennsylvanian.
Right, Boris. And first duty of any Pennsylvanian is
Double-cross everybody. And now for my moment of triumph, I put on derby and become smartest man in world.
Well, darling.
Well, I'm waiting. Something's bound to happen soon.
And it did.
Boris, it exploded.
Good guess.
What we do now?
You know, I've been thinking of applying for civil service job.
Boris, what civil service job could you do?
I could start civil wars.
And it looks like you're beginning already.
Sure enough, it seemed that Fearless Leader had recovered from his blow on the noggin.
Well, bad enough, I'm glad to find out at last what a renegade you are.
What a what?
Renegade, darling, is nice way of saying you're a fink.
Me?
But you won't be for long.
You are going to liquidate me after I saved your life?
Another trick, bad enough?
No, look at Derby. It was really a bomb.
So that is why you wanted to put it on first.
Of course, old boss man lover pumpkin lamby pie. I didn't want anything to happen to my beloved superior.
Stop drooling on my knuckles, bad enough. You're giving me rheumatism.
So you wouldn't knock off loyal old me, would you?
Bad enough, are you really loyal?
If I'm not, may lightning strike me this minute. See, it missed me.
Very well, bad enough. I give you one more chance to get the Kerwood Derby.
That's all I need. I got new plan.
What is it, darling?
I can't tell you.
It's too terrible to mention, yes?
No.
Then why can't you tell me?
Because episode is over.
So it is. Be with us next time for A Snitch in Time or the Thinking Man's Filter.